Hey everyone, so let's talk about this word translated church, which is actually from the Greek noun ekklesia, where understand the ek part of the word is from the preposition governing movement or location out from, where when this word is translated independently, ek, it's translated out. So the word church ignores that important element of what the church is. Where then again, the stem of the word is from klesis, which is, here's the noun, it's a call, where the verb would be to call. So ekklesia is literally out called. That's what the word means, out called. Which you see the Devar translation is translated consistently in all of the occurrences. Where notice the first two occurrences are out of the mouth of Jesus Christ himself. So what is the out called or so-called church? Well, we see here it's something that's being dwell built, belonging to Christ, my out called, based on the statement of Peter concerning his profession of faith that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Okay, so here again, the out-called, when Jesus gives instructions here, tell it to the out-called church. Where then, according to the dwell building of the out-called, we are the dwelling of God, which is the out-called. So the out-called is synonymous with the dwelling of God, from oikos, which is a masculine noun, which should be translated differently than house. So the house is the oikia. The dwelling is the oikos. All right, so that which is being dwell built is the outcalled, who are the dwelling members of the faithing. The dwelling members of God. This is what the church is. We're also, his body is the outcalled, right? Dwelling members of the body, members of the body of Christ, which Christ here is the head of the body, yea, of the outcalled. So the outcalled is synonymous with the body and the dwelling members of the dwelling site, which Christ called my dwelling site, which he will dwell build, right? And the outcalled is the wife, according to a mystery here, the great mystery, right? So we're the body, we're the wife, we're the dwelling site, we're dwelling members of God. Where in 1 Peter 2:5, we read, you yourselves also as ones being stones, in the temple, the non-handmade temple, be dwell built on as a dwelling site of the Spirit into a holy priesthood. This is what the church is. We are the body of Christ, the temple, non-handmade, where when Jesus said, I will down loosen this temple, referring to the handmade temple, and I will dwell build throughout 3 days another, a non-handmade one. He's referring to the outcalled, the body, the dwelling site, the dwelling members into that holy, non-handmade temple. So we are the temple, the Spirit, according to the Spirit, not the type. Where in John chapter 2, when Jesus said, I will loosen this temple and in 3 days I will raise it up, this is concerning the temple of the body, us, the outcalled, right? It doesn't say his body here. This is a definite article from hos, ho. The body, us, the dwelling site, which is being dwell built in the Spirit. Where if you have the Devar software and you look up the concepts explanations in volume 2 of Outcalled here, you see It says a group of persons who have been called out of their original relations and who follow that call. In Acts 7:38, the people who had been called out of Egypt are, as a whole, designated as an outcalled. Okay? So they were in the desolate wilderness as the outcalled, not in a building. We're the dwell building of God in spirit. Then we read, in other occurrences, the word refers to the outcalled of the Lord. An outcalled in this case is a local limited group of persons who assemble in a private house or dwelling site, a group which does not have a special name like Catholic, Baptist, Lutheran, Methodists, except for the place named. When the word outcalled is used for a region, okay, like those of the outcalled in, say, Galatia, it's always used in the plural form. The outcalled of God and Christ is also seen as a unit, a unified one body, for which every local limited outcalled is reckoned as this unit. The outcalled is mentioned as the body, of course, the wife, and the completion of Christ. Right? The pillar and the settle base of the truth. This is what the church is. Organizations and groups which have their own names, Baptist, Lutheran, Methodist, Catholic, etc., to separate themselves from other Christians is in a fleshly manner. I am of this, I am of that. And should not be confused with the outcalled. The translation church for ecclesia is a falsification which many times causes the confusion between the outcalled and the church.